Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Of July 2018, we're going to be discussing a movie that looked very interesting to me. It was directed by Steven Soderbergh, who directed a very interesting film that I saw years ago called Traffic, and that is a comedy heist film called Logan Lucky, starring Channing Tatum, Adam Driver, Katie Holmes, and Daniel Craig. This is the story of a guy who is laid off and finds out that his ex-wife is going to be moving to a new district, and it's going to be very hard for him to spend time with his daughter. So he realizes that he needs to do something that he hasn't done in a long time, stir up trouble and commit a heist crime. So he gets in contact with his brother who lost his arm during his time being served in the army, and they decide to rob the Charlotte Motor Speedway during one of the races. So I thought that this movie looked very interesting. This movie starred a great cast that was definitely stepping out of their elements. There's even more famous people like Sebastian Stan, who plays Bucky in the Marvel films, as well as a very unique role played by Seth MacFarlane, the creator of Family Guy. There was so much to really like about this movie, especially when I saw the trailer, because Daniel Craig was way out of his element. I had never even heard a voice that he has in this movie come out of his mouth in the character of Joe Bang. It was hilarious just to hear, so I was like, I'd like to see this movie. People were saying it was good, but I never got the chance. But now I got my chance. And I gotta say, I didn't like it. As interesting as the cast was, as funny as some of the moments were, the fact that you could actually see the famous saying, never underestimate the power of stupid people in large groups, come into fruition in this movie, I just didn't find this movie at all interesting. I mean, it was produced by the people who made very popular heist movies, which were the Ocean's trilogy, but quite frankly, I wasn't even that big of a fan of those movies either. But there were some moments where I did find myself laughing, but most of the time I found this movie rather boring. It has a lot that I'm sure so many people can enjoy, especially people who like these kinds of movies, but for me, I've never cared for these kinds of movies. I will admit that the highlight of this film is definitely Daniel Craig and Seth MacFarlane, because you got a British actor who sounds like a redneck from the South United States, and you've got an American actor who sounds like a foppish British idiot. And that's pretty awesome to actually watch. But there's also a lot of other great names in this cast that really don't seem to have much of an impact in the film. I didn't think Sebastian Stan was great. I didn't think that Katie Holmes was great. And I really didn't connect with the characters either. I mean, a lot of people love Channing Tatum and Adam Driver, but in this movie, as great as actors as they are, I just didn't find myself connecting with the characters, and that's also a major reason why this movie lost me. Like I said, I am pretty certain that people are going to enjoy this movie, especially if they liked heist comedies, but for me, not so much. There is, however, one moment in the movie that made me laugh out loud so hard. I don't want to spoil it, but then again, this movie has been out for over a year. Let me just say, it's about Game of Thrones, and it is something that you have to watch more than once because it's just that funny. But I am not planning to see this movie again, nor am I planning to get this movie on DVD. It just wasn't my bag, but I respect you if you like it, and I can totally understand if you do. But for me, I'm giving Logan Lucky 1.5 stars out of 4. It's got some moments that made me laugh, it had some moments that were very entertaining, a very good cast, completely out of their element to boot, but the rest of it, just meh. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Leave your comments in the box below, and let's discuss Logan Lucky, and I will see you in the next one that got away very soon. Take care. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. If you're new here and want to see more of what my channel has to offer, please click on the link to my last video, or hit that subscribe button to be kept up to date with all of my uploads. Content of all sorts is posted here quite often, so trust me, you do not want to fall behind. I will see you in the comments, and actions speak louder than words.